Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. How are you all doing? So yeah, today we're just going to be continuing work on the board unlock feature that I've been working on, which I'll show you in a bit. I did a little bit more work on it yesterday. I think today's goal is to get some visual effects in place, get the UX working good for that. We'll see what happens. Still experimenting with it, but yeah, we're going to figure it out. But before I get into that, I want to remind everyone that Alchemortis is available for wish listing, so you can head on over to the Steam page and add it to your wish list. And also, you can join on Patreon if you want to support the project financially. The top sponsor tier here gives you a couple of nice perks, one of which is you will receive a key, a Steam key for the full game when the game releases on Steam. And also your name will be listed in the Alchemortis credits. You also get other things like unlimited access to my course content while you're subscribed to this tier. So check that out if you're interested. That's a great way to support me. And you can also support me by purchasing one of my courses. This is the co-op online multiplayer course for Godot 4. So this one teaches you all the high-level networking tools that you need to know to create a 2D cooperative online multiplayer game. So check all those things out, and you can also join the Discord. That's totally free, so that's linked below. Join the Discord if you want to hang out and want to talk about Alchemortis or other random things. And yeah, you can like the video, subscribe to the channel. All those ways, any of those things that I mentioned is a great way to support me. So thank you for your support, and let's get right into it. Hello, Sid. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hello, Rin. Always good to see you. All right, so let's take a look at what I've got going on here. I have to wait for the project to build. All right, so now I've got this board unlock, these visuals here, which I did change a little bit. I've got a little tooltip that says that I can unlock for 5 blood. And what needs to happen now is I need to, when this gets clicked, I need to unlock it. But I also need to have like an anti-accidental click mechanism. So I was thinking either click and hold, or one thing that I could do is just click twice to unlock. So if you accidentally click one, it's not going to unlock and spend your money. So you click it twice to unlock it. And I want to do like a really satisfying like unlock shatter animation kind of thing, but we'll see how that goes. Should get an Alchemortis logo engraved on the bottom of that mug. That would be interesting. Yeah, click and hold seems better. Well, click and hold, I don't have anything else that's click and hold in the game, but I do have other things that are click multiple times. So it's just, I don't know if I want to do a different input strategy, I guess, when the pattern so far has been click multiple times for things. So that's the only reason I don't want to do click and hold. But it should be easy to change. But I'm going to start with just like click twice. And we're going to see what that does. Click once shows a key. Click again to shove the key in. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Welcome, Baron, by the way. Hello, Clickertail. Welcome back. Good morning, Emerson. All right, let's just get this working. So the way that this is a little bit weird, but I split this out into a board unlock component here. And the way that this is working is, let me go to my A sprite actually. I want to clean some things up in this grid. So this tile is actually not being used, and neither is this one. So we'll get rid of this. So what's happening is the tile map that represents the board will have the tile set to that locked tile. So when I look at this, these are all tiles. All of those locked icons that you see, those are all tiles. But I have an individual board unlock cell scene, wherever that is. Board unlock cell scene. This is its own scene. board unlock cell. And this is where that highlighted version of the cell is. So what happens when I hover over the board or hover over a locked cell is that the tile that is at that mouse position actually gets set to a normal empty tile, and then I move that board unlock cell scene to that tile position. So, and I'm basically just holding on to a long-lived reference of this board unlock cell here. So what the plan is that I can put all of my animations in this board unlock cell with tweens and particles and whatnot, which is going to be a lot easier than trying to do it through the tile map. And when I unlock a cell, I'm going to play that animation through this board unlock cell, and then I'm going to instantiate a new board unlock cell to serve as like the placeholder. So basically I'm holding on to a board unlock cell instance and just moving it around the board depending on what cell you have hovered. And then when you unlock it, that's going to trigger its animation, and then I will instantiate a new board unlock cell instance to serve as that placeholder. So it's kind of weird, but I figured that's going to be the easiest way to manage the unlocking animation rather than trying to do it all through the tile map and all that good stuff. So anyway, so the first thing we need to do is we need to handle this click twice to unlock. I don't remember where that was. Oh, it's here. Okay. I don't like that that text is not aligned. Can I change this theme? Is there like a line height? I guess I can't set a line height in here. Okay, whatever. We will worry about that later. So I need to show click again to unlock. You know what I might do? I might just take this. This is going to be weird. Again, I'm just going to have to figure all this out. But so where am I handling the input in here? If is action pressed, action click left. So we need to store the clicked cell. Clicked cell. If is action pressed, action click left, and hovered locked cell is not equal to null, then what we can do is we could say clicked cell. Well, let's do this first. If hover locked cell is equal to null, we're just going to return. If clicked cell is equal to null, then we're going to do clicked cell is equal to hovered locked cell, else we can actually do the purchase here. So we could do currency manager dot try take blood 5. Let's just put a private const int unlock cost equals 5. Where is that? Here we go. Okay. Now, how do I actually unlock this? I forgot. Board inventory component dot unlock cell clicked cell dot value. And then I probably need to do this. Clear hovered locked cell. When is this called? Okay, so in clear hovered locked cell, I also need to clear the clicked cell. So this is where I would play the animation. So let's just do a public void play unlock here. And then we're just going to leave that empty for now, but I'm going to do board unlock cell instance dot play unlock. And then I'm going to do board unlock cell instance. Oh, I need to do this first. Yeah. Board unlock cell instance is equal to, we're just going to reinstantiate that. Okay. So that should work. I do need to change the tooltip here. So clicked cell, we're going to say unlock confirm label.visible, unlock label.visible equals false. All right, let's see what that does. Is this to replace the board size increase node? I like those. Those are not being replaced. What the board size increase nodes are going to do now is they are going to add more rows or columns of locked cells to your board. So the board can still be bigger than 3 by 3 through those nodes, but you will have to unlock any new rows or columns that you add. So basically the problems that we're trying to fix is we're trying to give the player more agency in the early game. We're trying to make the power of your board less dependent on the board size increases, which are purely RNG at this point. So we start the player off with a bigger potential board that has to be unlocked. So what is this? This is 4, 3, 7, 10, and 12. So there are 12 cells to unlock. 12 times 5 is whatever, 60. So you need to spend a total of 60 blood to get this 3 by 3 board completely unlocked. And if you're doing well and you're getting a lot of blood and you find some board size increases, then you can increase the board size even more. Does it need to be reinstantiated? Can it just be reset? It does not need to be reinstantiated. You could definitely do a resetting. The reason I'm doing a reinstantiation is because resetting it is going to require maintaining a bunch of state in the scene and making sure all that state is reset. So like the animation state, the sprite state, all the tween states, all that stuff. And personally for me, like when I need a pure reset of the state for an instance, I just reinstantiate it. That's the easiest thing to do rather than, because in my experience, it's rather bug prone. If you have something that's kind of complex, like it's playing a bunch of animations and it's responding to some state, but then you need to reset it back to its default state so that you can do that same set of operations on it. To me, it's much easier just to destroy the object and recreate it than it is to try to remember all the pieces of state that you need to reset to their default values. Now, if I was working with a lot of like nodes, like if I had 100 nodes that all needed to be recreated and reinstantiated or something like that, I might then opt for just having a function that can reset its state. But since it's just one tiny little scene, reinstantiating it is going to be the easiest thing to do. Is the scene attribute custom? Something more than just a quick hint? Yeah. So nice, Nick. That comes from my Godot Utilities library, which is available through NuGet. So if you look for firebelly.godot utilities on NuGet, you will find all the information there. What this scene does is this essentially marks the class as needing to have additional source-generated code. And any member that you add the node attribute to will add inside of this wire nodes function all of this generated code. And what this generated code does is it finds a node in your scene with the same name as the member, and it assigns that node to the member when you call wire nodes. So for instance, this rich text label unlock label, it's going to look for a node with the name unlock label. So if I go to my scene here, I see, oh, there's a node unlock label there. So it grabs that node and assigns it to this member for you. So that's a nice way of getting all your node references, and all you need to do is when the scene gets instantiated, you just call the generated wire nodes method, which again is only present because of this scene attribute here. And yeah, that's just a nice way of getting your nodes. So if I look at my board, for instance, you can see that I just have all of these nodes here that I'm grabbing. It's much easier than doing get node every time. And the nice thing about the source generated code too is that it tries to match the name in a multiple different ways. So it first tries, Pascal case name, then it tries the unique node Pascal case name, then it tries snake case, then it tries unique snake case here, then it tries camel case, unique camel case, then it tries just all lowercase, then it tries unique all lowercase. And if it still can't find the node, then what it does is it just does a straight string comparison. So it just takes your member name, converts it all to lowercase, and then it finds a node with that same lowercase name, and it will match that. And if it still can't match it after all of that, then it will print an error. But usually, since I'm using Pascal case nodes, either this first or second get node or null works just fine. And so, yeah. What's the animation unlock like? I don't have it in place yet, so we're going to be making it on this stream. I'm trying to make welcome back, nobody, by the way. I'm trying to make a gambling slot machine game for Godot Wild Gem this month. That sounds fun. I always liked like when games have gambling elements in them. Not necessarily real money gambling elements, but okay. I just forgot. Excuse me. I just forgot that I have somewhere to be at noon, so this is going to be a shorter stream. But that's okay. We can still get some work done here. Godot Utilities is so nice. Saves so much time. Yeah. Hello, Ali. Long time no see. Yeah. Do I use a global relay? I have a global events singleton, but I only have a handful of nodes in there. Noon date. I'm supposed to hang out with some friends at noon. I forgot. Wow, this utility sounds awesome. Yeah, I think it's very useful. I've been using it for all my C# projects for sure. Turn your friends into an enemy card, yeah. Anyway, so let's see if this works. So if I click this, click again to unlock, that doesn't work. So I need to handle the case where I don't have money, but... Okay. So, yeah, so this play unlock, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do queue free. And then I need to handle the case where if click cell equals null, if what? If not currency manager dot has blood, we'll do this, we'll do return. We also need to do what? We need to do public void play invalid. We'll just call that board unlock cell instance dot play invalid. Okay, board unlock cell instance dot play invalid. What else? I think I can just do set input as handled in here. Get viewport dot set input as handled. Okay. Sorry, Neozoid. Welcome back to the stream. Yes, I am good. I'm a little bit tired. I stayed up too late last night, but it's okay. Not enough blood. Okay. So what we can do now is I can take in this play invalid here. We have to do a couple of things. There is a little bit of state we're gonna have to manage, I guess. Private tween, invalid tween. Invalid tween dot kill if valid. I'm also going to do this. Public override void exit tree. Invalid tween dot kill if valid. Okay. Invalid tween is equal to create tween. No, I don't need to do that. I can say invalid tween is equal to what? We'll get a reference to the sprite. Sprite 2D. Create invalid shake tween. All right. That should work. I guess it's Arc, yeah, it is Arc Raiders. I stayed up too late playing Arc Raiders. Oh well. Oh well. It's been a while since I've enjoyed a game that much. So some of the state is not being reset properly. I'm going to do sprite2d.position is equal to vector2.0. Just reset that there. Hello, Sam Studio. I've missed so many streams that I have no idea what's going on anymore. It's all right. It's all right. I think what I should do is, for my stream like intro video before the stream starts, I should probably just make a video that's like a 1 or 2 minute explanation of Alchemortis that just plays on repeat. So when people come into the stream or they watch it for the first time, they get an introduction. I don't know. There's lots of stuff to do. There's lots of stuff to do. Okay, so that works. And then what we need to do here... Okay, so now we just need a unlock animation. I wonder if I should do... I'm trying to think. I wonder if I should just do some particles here. Like I want to do some sparks or something. And do like a really satisfying sound effect. So we'll do click once particles. Quick load particles 2D. Oh no. What am I doing? Particles there. Okay. New particle process material. I also need to add the canvas particles animation there. Oh, you know what I just realized? Did I just realize something? I don't know. Anyway. Oh, yes. I don't think I ever changed in here. I don't think I ever changed the animation. Yeah, offset, min, max. I was never changing the frame that it was choosing from the particles. Oops. Okay. Map node. That was just a random thing that I realized I didn't do. Anyway. Process material, I'm going to do that the first thing here. So we go to display, animation, offset, min, max. Okay, perfect. So now we want to have some relatively... Let's do the color curves first. We want to have relatively violent particles, meaning that they should be relatively fast. Interpolation constant. We will start it off with this color. And we'll go to that color. Okay. Amount is, let's do 10. Explosiveness 0.9. We'll use local chords. Min scale of 0.5. Okay, so spawn position, we can make that, yeah, just a point, I suppose. Random angle, velocity. This lifetime probably needs to be something like 0.2. Yeah, that'll work. I kind of don't want to... I'll do this. Hold on. We'll figure this out. So min, max, 25. Let's add some gravity. Actually, I wonder if that's going to work. Let's change the scale curve here. Scale curve. Okay. We'll turn this one shot on. So now what I want to do is when I'm clicking it, so public void play click once. Let's grab a reference to those particles. What did I call it? Click once particles. Particles 2D. Click once particles. Okay. Click once particles dot emitting is equal to true. And we're also going to do click once particles dot, let's do restart. And then we're also going to set the rotation randomly. Click once particles dot rotation is equal to mathutil.rng.randf range 0 mathf.tau. Okay. So we'll call that play click once in here now. Board unlock cell instance dot play click once. And then when we exit the tree, we need to do the click once particles dot emitting false, click once particles dot restart. These particles may actually look weird. I don't know. We'll see. Hello, Zabraz. What does it feel like to work on the same project for more than a year? I mean, it's... Oh, shoot. It's pretty fun. I mean, if you work on a project for more than a year, typically it's because there's something special about it or something fun about it. So yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Don't you get bored? No, I don't get bored. The reason I don't get bored is because there's just a lot of potential. I think that's probably the part that's the most fun is like when your game has a lot of potential and the only standing between that potential being realized and not is putting in the work. That's when it's really fun. If I didn't think my game was that fun, or if I didn't think it had much potential, then yeah, I'd probably get bored of it. But I also just enjoy game dev generally speaking, so... Oh, it's playing the click once immediately? Why is it doing that? Oh, I guess the restart is causing it to... Okay, maybe we'll just do a mid equals false and then we'll do... I don't know, we'll just try that. You need clarification? Thank you, you're welcome. Still lurking, Neozoid? How does the game potential compare to Gunforged? Oh, this game is much better than Gunforged, yeah. This game is just... Okay, why are those particles not working? This game is... This has a lot more potential than Gunforged. I think it's a lot more... has a lot more depth than Gunforged. I think the theme is a lot stronger than Gunforged. So yeah, I would say that this one... Okay, those particles are not playing. Why are those particles not playing? I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely better than Gunforged. What game dev is fun as F. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, why am I already getting stumped by this? Oh, because I don't have enough blood. Oh, right. That was an ID10T error. That's what that was. Okay, that's not actually working at all. So I might need to create just like a new particles scene. The gravity is not working because it's using local coordinates, so shoot. Also, it just doesn't look that satisfying. What if I don't randomly rotate it? Always an ID10T area. Okay, well, I'm not really liking how that's turning out, so we may have to revisit that. Anyway. Start work on unlock cell VFX. Anyway, like I said, I unfortunately forgot that I have to go somewhere at noon, which is in 25 minutes. So the stream is going to end here. Sorry, I was expecting to do a longer stream, but I completely forgot about my prior obligation. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, everyone. But yeah, join the Discord to be notified when I go live for streaming again, which will probably be Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. I hope you all have a good day. Got to end the stream here. Have a good weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.